Hello everyone, welcome to Neural Data. I am Aditya and today I will be discussing the topic for today, that is linear regression. For any query regarding data science or this linear regression, visit our website www.neuraldata.info. Now without any further ado, let's get started. Let me take one equation for you. Y is equal to mx plus c. This equation of straight line you must have seen in your school days or initial college days, right? Now, what is this y represents here? Y here is nothing but the output variable, or we also say it as a dependent variable. Okay, because it depends on this x. X here is nothing but input variable or independent variable. Okay, this is how we write it as. And m here is nothing but a slope of any any graph, and c here is intercept point. So these are the four things we should always remember, and this slope and intercept is taken as an coefficient of this equation because we optimize the slope and intercept in order to get this y. Like how beautifully or how accurately we can predict, it all depends on the slope and intercept. So we will discuss all these in details in the coming session, or here in the same video if the time permits, then we can go ahead, no issue. Actually the main goal of this linear regression is to consider the data points, consider this a data point, and its goal would be to plot the best fit line like this, which would provide the minimum error, and it will be like the best line out of the infinite number of lines that we could have drawn. We could have any number of lines, but these lines will not represent that well that this line is representing over here. So that's the difference. So this will be the baseline. And how we know this is the baseline and has minimum error? We will take the average of the error between this predicted point and this actual point. We will discuss this, don't worry. Now I will go with the basics, like how we get this best fit. Consider we have got two data points like this, and if I ask you to draw a line which would be closest to these 2 points, then what will you do? You will simply draw one line which would just pass through this data point, right? Then you would say this is the closest one because it is exactly passing through these two. So here the error will be 0. Now if I give you more than 2 points, consider there are 3 points. Now how will you draw one line which would represent these 3 lines? So here you have to come at the middle ground and you can draw something like this. Okay, this line will represent these 3 actual points, and here if you want to take it on graph, then here this is our predicted value on this best fit line. These 3 are our predicted value. So this is how we draw a best fit line, and these happens by the method of ordinary least square in linear regression. Ordinary least square, and you got this point, right? Here also it could have been line like this or this, but only this line was giving us the minimum error, that is 0 error. That's why we have chosen this point. Similarly in this case you could have any number of points. Now when I talk about simple linear regression, that means in this regression there will be only one input and one output. Okay, and there will be a linear relationship between input and output variable. So these are the two conditions for this simple linear regression. In real time scenario, this regression is used in forecasting. You come across this weather forecasting in news, and it is also useful in analysis of cause and effect relationship, like why this y output is changing when x is changing. So these type of solutions these regressions provide. Now we have seen all these best fit line and all, right? Now what is this best fit and why this algorithm is trying to find it? So here in best fit we have seen the line because we have drawn data points in 2D, then only one line was required, right? But what if we have got 3D dimensional, like we have 3D dimensional data points? Then here consider these are the points. So here what will happen, one 2D hyperplane or plane will form, and this will be like the best fit. So now this is not a line, this is a plane. So this best fit is actually can be of any dimension, and it can be of any shape, and it all depends upon the independent variable and dependent variable, that is x and y. Like how many x we have only one x, or we have one x1, x2, x3 up to xn, how many variables we have in input. So all these are dependent on these things, and this algorithm tries to find this best fit by making use of ordinary least square method. We say it as OLS, and here the term best is used because it is the best in the sense that no other position would produce less error given the choice of shape. So here for these 2 points, this would be the best fit, because this is the line only which gives the minimum error, and no other line would give the least error than this line. That I already have discussed above also, repeating the same thing. Now I will take one industry based example. Consider this table data. Okay, here you can see this sales is nothing but the target variable, and here TV, that is for advertisement, is our X, that is independent variable. And here we try to develop an equation that will let us predict the sales revenue based on the money expenditure on the TV advertisement here. So if I have to write an equation that is y is equal to mx plus c, so the same thing we can substitute it over here. So instead of y, it will be sales will be equal to y is equal to mx. So m, I can say it here, m or weight into x here is nothing but a TV advertisement cost, plus c is our intercept. So I would write it here as a ys, any ys we will add. So this is how we can get our y value. Consider one more company name is listed over here, and it is given that TV advertisement cost, they are putting it as 30 lakhs. So if we put here 30, m value will be something and TV will be something, and y will be already given, then we will get this sales value here. So this is how we can predict the future values based on the historical data that is given already. And I can plot this tabular data in graphical format, a scatter plot also. Roughly I am taking, it may be like this. Here it is X advertisement cost, TV advertisement, and here it will be sales revenue, and this is how a data point will be, and how this linear regression will try to plot a best fit line. And if we want to get if we want to predict something for this here, so what we can do, we can just extrapolate this line here, and then we can extend it over here, and then we will check the y value, that is output value, how much our sales would be. So this is how we predict anywhere, here, anywhere you can predict. And one important thing that I forgot to mention, we use linear regression only in the cases where we have been given this continuous output variable. Here this sales is output variable, right? So this is continuous data, then only we use linear regression. If we have discrete data, then we will go ahead with the logistic regression or SVM, or there are many other algorithms for that. So always keep this in mind. And example I can give you for this, like sales data that we have seen earlier, okay, or a person spending time on a particular website. So this time thing is also a continuous data. Now before I go much in depth like how this best fit line is getting plotted, we need to check two things, we need to study two things. One is cost function and the second one is gradient descent. When I discuss these two topics, then with the help of these two, we try to optimize this m and c of the equation y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, so here we have to optimize these two values. So first I will discuss cost function. Cost function is nothing, you can say it as a loss, like actual value we have y and what we are predicting, that is y cap. So this difference is known as cost function in simple word I would say. So this cost function actually helps us to figure out the best possible value for the slope m and this intercept c. And since we want the best value for m and c, we try to minimize this error. So what we can do, we can write it in a simple way. It has like we have to minimize 1 y n is like in total number of points, summation of I equal to 1 to n, predicted value of I minus actual value to whole square. This is sum of a square of error and taking the average for that. So this is what we are trying to do. We are trying to just minimize this loss. And if we have to make it one equation, I can write j nothing but a cost function. We denote it as j is equal to 1 y n, that is total number of points, I is equal to 1 to n, again predicted minus actual for every data point and the square of that. And here I am taking MSE, mean of sum of square of errors, as a cost function. We can take, this is L2 optimization, if you know what this. We can take mean absolute error also, and this is L1 loss, but here we are taking this. So you got this, no, predicted minus y1. Again one more time, let me draw. Consider these 3 data points, and this is the best fit line that system has drawn. So what is the loss over here? Loss is the difference between these values. Okay, you got it. This first one has the y value of, here consider some value, okay, like 0.5, and here actual value is 1.4, and here actual value is 0.8. okay, these 3 are the actual values. Now what is our predicted value? First one is here, second one is little bit here, and third one is here. So now I will take the different color. For this it will be like 0.7, second one is like 0.8 almost, and third one is little bit of down, 1.3. So you see there is a little bit difference. Here we are getting 1.3 on this predicted line, but we had 1.4 earlier, and here 0.8 is 0.8 similar, but again here 0.5 we have, and here we have got 0.7. So this is the base line, and this is the best or the minimum error that we can get. Why we get this difference and square it and then do the summation and divide it? Because we want to get the average cost of the whole data point. And now using this MSE function for this one MSE function, we are going to change the value of M and C, and that will give us the minimum MSE value, and this way we improve the accuracy of our model. So consider same line for the same plot. Again hypothetically we can have this line, but here in this case our error will be more, right? For these 2 points error is less, but for this third point it will be very large. So what will happen? The total error, average error will be more. This cost function, the cost value will be more. Okay, so this is how it takes an infinite number of points and then chooses this, and all this is happening because we are keep on changing this C and M value and then checking this cost function, like checking this loss. And in the next session we will go ahead with the gradient descent. We will discuss what is correlation, what is this coefficient of determination, that is R square, what is adjusted R square. In the next session we will see how we evaluate the algorithm performance. So these things we will discuss. Okay, this is it for the session. I hope you have learned something new. If this video is a little bit useful for you, or if you think this is a good content, then kindly share it with your friends, share it with your groups, data science groups, and keep encouraging us. So thank you again. God bless you. Take care. See you in the next video.